Top 10 obstacles that will delay your success in CSI NET exam along with their solutions. Obstacles are temporary. Failures are also temporary. And success is never a myth unless you learn how to win over these obstacles and these temporary failures. So today, we will discuss the top 10 obstacles that will delay your success in CSI NET exam and how to solve them. All of them at one go in one video. Let's get started. Now, it's very important to know your enemies, your obstacles, and some temporary pitfalls that can cause a lot of mental agony here and a lot of pain while preparing for this exam. So today we will discuss all of them one by one, starting with obstacle number 1 is short-term thinking. Now, many CSIR NET aspirants think about short-term. They just think about short-term gains while studying and they forget to focus on long-term retention of concepts. For example, if you simply do ratification or mugging of concepts, then you may remember it, but for the next few days or maybe few weeks. But if you study logically, then you can recall concepts quickly, even after 6 months of studying or preparation. So the solution here is to use study aids like flowcharts, concept wheels, concept tables, flashcards, etc. And remember, logically you should study, no ratification at all. Obstacle number 2, jumping into the exam preparation mode without proper research. Now, CSIR NET exam is a competition. It is not just any other university exam. The last time I checked, people missed their cutoff marks by just only one question. They marked one question wrong, gone. That's how dangerous it can be. Now, you must do proper research on the syllabus. You must do proper research on the important topics, the right kind of study material that you will need, the study tools you'll need, the right kind of test series, and all such things before you jump into the exam preparation mode. That's very, very important. Obstacle number 3, bad health. Now just imagine, if you fall sick because your immunity was low, you will easily miss 2 to 3 weeks of exam preparation time. So bad health is one of the biggest obstacles you have today. Just spare out 60 minutes of your daily time exercising, and you'll have weeks of preparation time to save. Additionally, during exam also, your stamina will improve and your mental alertness, your focus will improve if you do daily exercise every day and daily meditation. Now, while exercising, just put on your earphones and listen to your audio notes. You can revise as well. Obstacle number 4, family friction. Many students come to me complaining that they could not focus last time on preparation due to some kind of family friction. Now, this can be a major distraction to your exam preparation. You must never get distracted just because simply someone within your family or maybe some relative walks in and said something or maybe taunted you. Let me give you a small example here. Suppose it's 6 o'clock in the morning, you are studying, and there is a mosquito which keeps coming and humming in your ears. What will you do? You'll run behind the mosquito, or you'll just simply switch on a mosquito repellent. Similarly, whenever you come across such negative environment, change your environment. Create a condition that repels such people. Simply diluting your exam preparation mission due to such small distractions is a strict no-no. If you keep feeding your brain with such frictions, you will never grow your conceptual knowledge in your mental soil. Your mental soil will get contaminated. So don't be reactionary, be a visionary student. Obstacle number 5, isolating yourself. Now, many students isolate themselves while studying, which is a good thing. Yes, you should study in an alone place. But then they form a cocoon around them and they'll start living in that. They stop interacting with their fellow aspirants altogether, thinking that they will get distracted. But remember, your mind is like a battery of a UPS inverter. When it's connected to like-minded people in a series, its capacity grows. Just like when you connect more than one battery in a series to an inverter, the power backup improves. The power backup capacity of the inverter increases. So you must have 2 to 3 friends who are also preparing for CSIRNet around you. If you don't have one, then consider joining an online coaching or a classroom coaching where you can make friends who have a common goal, a common focus. Connect with them. Each time you finish a chapter, go discuss with them. Learn from them. Then only you can grow faster. Obstacle number 6, lack of clear focus. Now, at this juncture, you need mental clarity and a clear focus. Many students simply jump into the exam preparation mode without thinking of the outcome, without clear vision. If you cannot think clearly today, then you can never take the right steps towards your exam preparation. So analyze your capacity, visualize the rewards of success in this exam, and then jump in. Be very clear with your career goals, and then only you will be able to maintain clear focus throughout the 6 months of exam preparation. You have to build a momentum, remember that. Obstacle number 7, not managing time properly. Now, this happens to many students who are either still studying or they have joined a job and now they're preparing also together. Now that is where you find it difficult to manage time. So here is my mantra for you. Divide your day into bite-sized time slots, small time chunks that can be used for revision purpose. Now, if you are in a job, or if you're a student, you must still be studying 2 to 3 hours per day. And you must squeeze out time between your schedule to revise. You'll have to shun all the luxuries of today and sacrifice a little bit of fun. Then only you can get the best of both the worlds, working in a job and preparing for CSIRNet exam. Now, let me ask you a question. If Elon Musk can run 3 companies in one day, why can't you handle 3 hours of exam preparation time? It's all about management, boss. Go figure it out. You need to master your schedule first before becoming a PhD of life sciences. Obstacle number 8, not planning properly. Now, this is an extension of my previous point. You cannot manage your time well unless you plan well. But remember, you don't need to have a perfect plan. All you need to follow is your plan 100% of the time. But you must have a plan first, and you must try to stick to it 80% to 90% of the time. That's it. How should you plan is the question to be asked now. So what I've done, I've included another video link in the description which talks in detail about planning. As well as I've included some free downloads for CSIRNet exam, CSIRNet exam planner, as well as an ebook on unit-wise preparation. So don't forget to download all of them from the description below. Obstacle number 9, perfectionism. Now, if I say perfectionism is a mental disease, then I don't think it will be an understatement. Striving to be perfect is not perfectionism. But working on the same thing again and again and feeling that I have not done enough, that is perfectionism. That's the first symptom of this disease. Often, students fall into this perfectionism trap. Now, they find it difficult to move forward, proceed forward to the next chapter because they feel that the previous chapter itself they have not studied enough. They've not studied well. Now, this destroys your speed, this destroys your pace of exam preparation, and also tosses your study plan out of the window. So be careful. Do not fall into the trap of perfectionism. Even if you are able to recall 80% of what you studied, that means it's good enough. Move on to the next topic. Rest you can always recover during revision methodology. It's very important to stick to your study plan and do not fall for this perfectionism trap or disease. Obstacle number 10. Not innovating and upgrading your learning methodology. Now, do you know 99% of the students fail in this CSIR NET exam? Because 99% of the students study the same old way when it comes to this exam. They just take a book, make notes, try to capture all the data inside the book and freeze it in here. Accumulate it. But here's the fact which you are overlooking. The CSIR NET syllabus, this PDF, is like 13 MSc courses condensed or fused into one single PDF. And that means you need to divide a better strategy, better formula. You must upgrade your learning methodology. Just think logically. Whatever I said just now, just think logically. You will understand that you need to have a better grasp of concepts. You need to have a better retention power, and you need to have a faster recalling power. And all that can happen only if you follow this 3-step simple magic formula. Number 1, hire a mentor or join a coaching company such as Biotecnika. Number 2, use pictorial memory to study. Don't just buy books. Make your own. Make books your own by studying, using your pictorial notes, flowcharts, concept tools, flashcards. Number 3, use Cornell method to make notes and spaced repetition method to revise. As simple as that. So these were top 10 obstacles that will come your way whenever you start your exam preparation for CSIR NET Life Sciences. Now, these are your enemies, these are obstacles, these are pitfalls, I know that. But I have also told you how to kill them. I've also told you all the solutions. So go get started. Study well. And remember, smart student uses technology to his or her own advantage, not disadvantage. Utilize every minute you have. You have the caliber to defeat even a machine when it comes to learning. You have all the capacities and all the caliber. All you need is become an action taker today. That's it. Success will come your way. Go study. My best wishes are always with you. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.